Hello, let us see how to use Fluidspace integration type module template with VueJS. If you want to use external REST APIs to bring some of their data or features to Fluidspace, then your module is of integration type. Integration modules don't have access to Fluidspace's database but have rich features for convenient and automatic handling of auth for APIs using HTTP keys or OAuth 2. The differences are shown in this table. Before we start using the template, there are several prerequisites that must be satisfied. First is having a Fluidspace development server. In my case, I already have it up and running. If you don't, then please check the video in the description. Next, you need Node.js version 18 and above. Lastly, you need a copy of this repo, which you can easily do using the given command. Let me copy this and paste it inside the terminal. Okay, now let us navigate to the cloned repo. Let us open the directory and navigate to index.html. I'll close my terminal. Here you can see a configuration JSON file. Let us first change the ID. You can continue to use the ID, but it's recommended to generate a new one. So let us go to Fluidspace development server. And here you can see a random module ID generator. Let's click on it. And there's a new ID. Copy that. And let's go back and paste it. Next, you have to set the namespace. It is recommended to use the same namespace as you have specified in the Fluidspace development server. So I'll go back. And here you can see I have Oriva as the namespace. So I'll use that. For the module name, you can technically use any name. In my case, I'll name it Awesome Integration. And you can change the display name. In my case, I'll keep it as it is. And you can ignore the auto select account. This will be explained in another video. Now let us navigate to app.ce.vue file, which is under the source directory. Here you can see there's a small HTML template and then there's the script. So we are interested first to change the module ID. So let us update that. Next, let us also set the correct namespace and the mod name. So namespace in our case is Oriva and mod name is Awesome Integration. Now let's go to main.js. And here you can see we have a module namespace module name. So let us change the namespace to Oriva and module name to Awesome Integration. So all the changes are done now and the template is ready to be used. Let's install the packages. I'll open the terminal and type in npm install. All the packages have been installed. Now let us serve the template by typing in npm run dev. Let us open the URL and everything seems to work. Let's check the console and there are no errors, which is good. You can stop the video now if your integration does not use OAuth 2, else continue watching. Let us go back to the editor and go to app.ce.vue. I'll scroll down. Here you can see the init function, which contains the two subscribe assignments. Make sure these lines are uncommented. If we scroll further, you'll see the two handler methods for the subscribers. Now we'll first set the auth config name. The auth config name is the name which is used to invoke the right configuration in the backend. In my case, I'll just name it Microsoft. Now let's go to the Fluidspace development server. Here you can see the add integration config box. Let's begin by adding the integration module ID, which we copied earlier. Next, the auth provider name that we specified, which is Microsoft, and the JSON config. You can find the format for the configuration in the repo. If you scroll down, there the format is specified. In my case, I already have created a configuration file, so I'll just copy paste it. Note how my configuration file specifies the auth type to be OAuth 2, allowed hosts to specify which URLs will be allowed by the fetch method. There's a client secret. This value will be always kept on the server and never sent to the front end. And there's a non-secret field which contains the client ID and the scope. Additionally, you can see there's a token exchange URL which the server uses to get access token and refresh token. Lastly, there's a auth grant URL which the server provides to the frontend to get the consent and the auth code. Now I'll click submit, and as you can see, the config has been inserted. Here's a copy of the config in case there's some error. You can copy and try it again. I'll go back. Here you can see there's an entry in the integration configs table specified by the module ID. And that's it. Thank you.